you're with me. Say yeah. Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. It is Amie and Lynn. For you new people, hello. Hi. So basically, I'm just gonna answer you guys questions, and I want to talk a little bit about, like, not lies, but like things recruiters low-key try to cover up, or like they don't explain everything. Like, I don't know, I've been in the Air Force a little over 4 years now. Yeah, I hit my 4-year mark last month, and yeah, things are just different than what I thought they would be, and I just want to give you guys like a little insight for you thinking about joining or about to join, about to go to basic training. I don't know, a lot of you have messaged me saying that you're going to basic training soon, so this video is for you guys with a question. The first thing I want to talk about is like the I know your recruiters will tell you, like, there's a 4-year contract you can sign, and then there's a 6-year contract you can sign on your first like enlistment of signing. And I got tricked by signing the 6th year. This is how basically I got tricked, because like they tell you, oh, if you sign 6 years, you'll be at E3. Like, everyone wants more money, right? So you're gonna go ahead and sign. What they don't tell you is you don't get that E3 until, like, I don't know the exact amount of weeks after you graduate basic training, but I do know it's once you graduate tech school, and or it's a certain amount of weeks after you graduate basic, okay, after you've been in, like, your first day of basic training. I don't know how to explain things. Your first day of basic training is your first day in the military, right? That's like your day. That's your first day, and that's where things start counting from that day. Okay, I don't really know. And basically, you're not gonna put on E3 as soon as you graduate basic or as soon as you graduate tech school. I personally put my E3 on in tech school. That's only because I was in tech school for a really long time, and yeah, so it's a certain amount of weeks. I can't tell you how many weeks or months or whatever, but I just know that you're not gonna put on E3 if you sign 6 years automatically, because it doesn't work like that unless you like have a college degree already or whatever. Anyways, that's that answer. If you don't, like, just don't sign 6 years just because of that. You know what I mean? Sign 6 years because you're gonna, but I don't think anyone should ever sign 6 years because you don't know if you're gonna like something or not. You know what I mean? It's just 2 extra years, but that 2 extra years, like, I still have 2 years left, and everyone else I went to basic training with, they're done. Like, yeah. Piercings. A lot of people ask me because I have a nose ring, whatever. You can have a nose ring in the Air Force. You can do this. You can have piercings in the military. You just cannot wear them in uniform. Like, you can wear them off duty. You can wear them in civvies. You can, like, you're still a human. Like, you get to do stuff, normal people stuff. It's just when you're in uniform, you're an airman. Like, you don't do stupid stuff, right? Like, put piercings in your face. So yes, you can have piercings. Another question I get is like jobs, and like I had a hard time with this when I first joined, the whole job process. So a lot of people, they'll go in like open general, open, basically just open, like whatever they give you in basic training is what you get. I didn't do that. I just didn't, I was just like, no. And that goes with another girl asked me a question about basically from when I met my recruiter until I joined, like went out to basic training, how long did it take? My whole process took 11 months, only because I waited for a medical job, because I wanted a medical job, and that's what I got. And with that being said, like, your job choices depends on your ASVAB scores. Just because you score a certain score, like, so say someone scores like a 90 and someone else scored like a 50, that doesn't mean he's gonna get, like, he'll get more choices in jobs, but it also goes by like each section of your ASVAB of what you scored. Like my math, I scored really high, and then another section I can't remember, but like I got picked for all medical jobs. Like my mechanic portion or whatever, no, I didn't get picked for any anything jobs, because I don't know any of that stuff. So I didn't get picked for any of that. Like, they'll put you out a list of what you qualify for, and then you choose what you want on there. And a lot of people do go open general just so they can lead to basic training faster. If you go open general, you will leave faster. But if you wait for an exact job, it might take a while. So I waited 11 months waiting for an exact job. And yeah, that's your answer. Once you hit 12 months of waiting, you have to redo everything again. That's what I heard. Don't quote me on that. That's what I heard. All right, so another like whatever. I thought when you join the military, like we get to shoot guns every week, we get to fight. Like that's what I thought it was. No, it's just basically, it's a regular job. You're just wearing a uniform while you're doing it. Like literally, I mean, you have extra stuff to do, like other than a civilian. Like you have to volunteer, you have to do this, you have to do that. Other things, like you have other responsibilities, but it's just like a normal job with a uniform on. I didn't think that. Honestly, when I thought of the military, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a badass. We're not badasses. Do you plan on re-enlisting is a question I get asked a lot. And honestly, at this point in time, no. I'm considering extending. Like you can like extend a year or two or whatever. Like you can stretch your contract out just to like get your life together. I'm definitely thinking about doing that because I really don't know what I want to do yet with my life outside of the military. But re-enlisting, I don't know, because that's like another 4 years of commitment, and to me it's just, right now to me it's like, it's overwhelming to think about. But I don't know, we'll see when the time comes. I honestly can't answer that until the end of next year. Next year I'll be able to answer it. Can we get a new apartment tour? One of these days. I move a lot. Like I've seriously lived in 4 apartments here in LA. To me that's a lot. But yeah, so I really like, I try to decorate or whatever, but then like by the time I'm like have the energy to put stuff up, I'm moving again. So maybe I plan on staying in this apartment for a while, so we'll see. Reasons why I should and shouldn't join the military. I don't know, honestly I can't answer that. Like I don't know, because those are all like opinion based, you know. Like reasons why you should is a steady paycheck. Like I can say that, like hands down, steady paycheck. Like if you're smart with your money and you're responsible, you'll be fine in the military. Shouldn't, don't just join because of the money. Like because like you guys see those guys on Instagram with the Camaros and stuff, and it's like, we honestly don't get paid that much for those guys to be buying Camaros and going out every weekend and living large. Like I don't get where they get that money from, unless you've been like deployed or something. That makes sense, because when you get deployed you get like a fat check and you don't really have bills because you're going to be living like in a dorm or in a tent or something, but you're still getting all that pay. But other than that, so pay is the should and shouldn't. Like don't just join because you want money, but then again join because it is steady. Like I don't really know how to, I don't know, I can't answer that. This video is so bad, like I can't answer any of you guys' questions. What's the best and worst part about being in the Air Force? The best part, I would say, you get to meet new people. Like everyone says, you get to meet new people from around the world. You get to travel in a sense. Like if you have the job that gets to travel, or you have a job that gets deployed a lot, or you know what I mean, like it's an option. It's an option. Like I haven't traveled anywhere but it's like, it's there. Like if you pick the right job to do that. And don't ask me which jobs do that because I don't know. But yeah, it's, I guess it's rewarding in a sense, because you do, like I said, you get a steady paycheck. You don't ever have to feel like, well, sometimes I feel broke, but that's my fault. You don't have to feel, I don't know, like especially for like a young person, like 18, 25, it's a good job to have. Like you have healthcare, you have benefits, you have hair on your nose. No, I'm kidding. I mean, like, you're comfortable, you know? You'll get to live comfortable. The worst? I don't know, me personally, I guess this has to do with any job though. I just don't like being told what to do. You know what I mean? Especially because I know my work ethic. I know my work ethic, and I know what I can do and accomplish and all that stuff. And I just hate, like, this person right here. Just, you know what I mean? Do this, do that, do, like, can you do something? Like, I don't like being told what to do. And that's where we get, like, that's where I feel like the Air Force, well, probably the military in general, falls off. Like, once people start making rank and stuff, they just stop doing stuff. Like, they just shove it to the younger people because that's how they were treated. But, like, just because that's how you're treated doesn't make it right. You know what I mean? And, like, to me, like, I'm the youngest in my section. Like, I'm the only airman. But I will tell them, hey, chill out, or hey, you can do this too. Like, I'm not the only one capable of that. Like, I'm not afraid to speak up. Like, you can write me up, I don't care. But for me doing and saying the right thing, like, that doesn't bother me because life goes on. You know what I mean? Like, but you need to know you can't just, like, push people around like that because you wear a certain rank. And that's where I feel like the military gets it messed up, because it's like, just because you make so much money or you, like, doesn't mean your job stops. You know what I mean? And your job isn't just to boss me around. Like, you have to lead by example. Like, that is my biggest pet peeve. Like, if you don't lead by example, like, I hate that. Like, do not tell people what to do if you can't do it yourself. ASVAB tips, what to study for math. Honestly, just study the ASVAB. Like, if you just Google ASVAB test or ASVAB, practice ASVAB, stuff like that, like, just keep doing those over and over again. Like, test yourself at least 3 times a day, I would say. Yeah, but don't stress too hard, because the ASVAB is not what people think it is. Like, very few people actually fail the ASVAB. They more fail, like, the physical portion of the physical portion of the physical. They normally fail the physical part and not the ASVAB part, because, like, that's just, like, knowledge you learn in school besides, like, the mechanic stuff and stuff like that. Like, what all does Airman's Week consist of? Honestly, that's new for me. You guys, I think that started maybe 2 years ago, Airman's Week, during basic training, because it's like, basic training is like 7 weeks now, and then your last week, which is the 8th week, they have Airman's Week. I don't know what that is. I think it's just transitioning you into an airman, so I don't know what that consists of. I do know when I went to tech school, our first week of tech school was like a whole bunch of training stuff, and yeah, we just basically filled out a whole bunch of freaking paperwork. That's basically it. What has been the most rewarding thing about being in the Air Force? Stability. Like, I wouldn't be able to have my own anything without that. And then, like, living in LA, like, how many people can say they packed up all their stuff at 20, 21 and moved to LA and was good? You know what I mean? Like, I'm living fine. Alright guys, that's all the questions I have and advice I have for right now. If you do have any questions that I didn't answer, you're more than welcome to message me on Instagram or comment down below. I'll try my hardest to get back to you on here. Instagram would be best, because I don't really get notifications from my YouTube. And when I do, they're like all scrambled up and it's a hot mess. Hopefully it was informational, because that was the whole purpose of it. But yeah, I will see you all in my next one. This angle is awkward.